Hello everybody, I'm here for day 12 of Care December, and today's prompt is 4-leaf clover. And before I get started, I want to show you what I did with the leftover paint that I had yesterday. I had a lot, and I've got lots of green pages now. Okay, so I'm gonna put this aside. I'll bring in my paper plate that's got some paint on it, and I'll bring in my journal for what I'm going to do today. I need to scoot this page over just a little bit. Okay, so I was looking at 4-leaf clovers, and there are lots of varieties. I don't know the names of them, but there's some of them where the petals are heart-shaped. There's some where they're sort of rounded, and there's some that are kind of pointed, not pointed, but, not rounded either. So I'm good. Well, as soon as I clean this brush, I'm going to do a variety of what they look like. And I've got this little heart stamp that I carved, and I'm going to use that for the hearts. So let's get started. Of course, the hearts are not, the center's not open. It's, closed, but I'm not going to be able to get this with this stamp, I don't think. I'm just going to get the outline, and then I'll color it in. And some of them are a solid, and some, well, that's the wrong way, but so we'll just do one going off the page. Some of them are one color, and some of them are two colors. So there's just a lot of variety. But it's not easy to find a 4-leaf clover, and it may take some looking. Sometimes it just happens, and sometimes you look and can't find one. Petals are a little far away here. Let's put this one a little bit closer. Okay, so now let's just color these in a little bit. They're different shades of green, and I'm gonna darker green. Some of them have kind of a brown color added, and some of them have a kind of a purple color that's added. So let's do some more of these before I switch over. I'm not being careful with this stamp since I gotta wash it anyway, but I'm not just going for the edges. See if I can get this a little closer. And I've got green on my hands, so most people try to kill the clover that's in their yard, but I saw a website that actually sells clover for your yard. I mean, I think it's pretty. I think dandelions are pretty, but usually people try to keep them out of their yards. Clover do draw bees, and some of them have white flowers, and maybe we'll do a bit of that when we get to the kind of the end here. I don't know how many of these am I going to do, but more than 2. Okay, so we're going to paint those in. And of course, the heart itself is wet, so it's going to spread into this heart too. So anyway, we're going to have a mixture of colors. All right, so let's do some just where we're painting. There's some that are shaped like that. I'm leaving that little space there because we may end up putting maybe a purple there. I'm not cleaning my brush. I'm just gonna get what I get. I started to clean it, but I'm going to try to keep that water clean. I'm going to do this one with brown, maybe. You can't really see the brown too much. See if I can do one off the page over here. Let's use this green. Maybe just a leaf up here. And it's just a creative play here. Nothing serious about it, so you can just play with it. Okay, let's see. Maybe we'll do one off the page down here. Well, it's going to mostly be on the page. I probably could have done a bunch of 3-leaf clovers and just done one 4-leaf, because that's about, you don't find multiples of them. Okay, so let's see, let's do some, well, like I said, I don't want to dirty up that water, although I'll just pour some of it in here, and then I can clean my brush. It's a smaller brush, and you make some stems. If I can find one. Well, this is a really small one, but we can use it. Okay. Connect these centers because they don't just float. Okay. So I think that just about does it. And we're going to dry this and then do a few splatters. Right, some more, but first thing I want to do before I do that is actually use this Inktense pencil and maybe highlight the petals a little bit more. this a little bit more. Okay, I think it's dry enough to do some splatters, so let's see what I want to use. I think I'm going to use this. Building up my muscle here to opening these tops that dry together. I don't know how you feel about splatters, but to me they make the page come alive. Okay, that's probably enough weight. I'm washing this off in my watercolor water. Let's see if we can do some gold. I need to add some more this gold gouache. Just roll my brush around in there. Do you make Christmas cards? I'd be interested to know if you send them at all, and if you send them, do you make them, or do you I love the idea of making them, but quite frankly, my thought is the people who receive them are not going to realize that that you put so much into it. So you gotta really, you can't expect people to appreciate your art the way that you do, or that you want them to anyway. So I think I have a few people that I'm listening to. Last year, I think it was, I sent out, I don't know, a lot of them, but I had done some abstract watercolor cards and paintings, and I put them on a card and sent them. But this year I'm actually going to try to paint something small on the card and see what kind of response I get. I guess you don't really send them expecting a response, so I hope you're blessed, even if it's just for the moment when they open it. Okay, so I think that's about it for today, and oh no, it's not, because I got to put my word on there. I have my 4-leaf clover, which is going to go here and cover up some of these, but I don't, it's okay. I'm going to use this art glitter glue. Oh dear, I put a new pen in it, and I got this stuff flowing so well that it's seeping out, which is not a good thing. I may have to take it out of that little stand that it has it upside down. So let's see what we get here. Now it probably won't come out. Oh no, there we go. And yesterday I did not get the edges good enough, so, but I think I did it with the glue stick. All right, this is plenty of glue here. I'm gonna have to order a new one because it's coming out so good. All right, so where do I want to put it? I could do that, maybe. Cover up a little bit of it, all of them on this page. Okay, so let's put the pen back in it if I can find it. I'm gonna wipe it, the tip off. And I'm gonna leave it standing upright instead of upside down. All right, so I'm gonna take this out. Take the paper, these big clips. These clips are, I got these on Amazon, and they're great for if you're bookbinding and that kind of thing. And actually really good for this kind of thing too, because they stay put. I do have a fair amount of paint left over, so I'm gonna be making some more green, although I got green, purple, and brown too. All right, so there you are. This is day 12 of Care December, the 15 days. So we've got 3 more. So thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you tomorrow.